Hey, look at here. It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again. I know it's been like a week and a half since I even did a video. Because it really hadn't been much to talk about. So I've been utilizing the downtime just to get things in order in my personal life and stuff like that. You know how it goes. I'm still here, y'all. But appreciate you guys that subscribe to the channel. So I also, like, before I even start the video, I just want to know, I was looking at my analytics, right? And I normally don't really go into my analytics like that, but I was looking at my analytics, and it said that, like, I don't know if this is just one video or they go by like a month's worth of content. I don't know what they do, but it was like 79% of my viewership were people that were not subscribed to me. So all that means to me is subscribe to the damn channel. Y'all know the draft is coming up. Quick, fast, in a hurry, guys. So we talked about this whole draft, and before I get into that real quick, tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, I'll be guest appearing on Skywalker Steele's channel. Those of you that follow him, go ahead and check that out. It's going to be lit tonight. It's going to be me, DMV, what's his name, Pitts. He's going to be on there. He just followed me on Twitter, so shout out to him too. So we're all going to be on there talking about the Dallas Cowboys, and it's going to be a lit show. Make sure you guys check that out, and shout out to my man Skywalker Steele all the time, man. Great content that he puts out, man. He's a super dope individual. Now, as far as the draft goes, we talked about the 10th pick, right? Some people were talking about the Cowboys possibly going back in the draft, and I think that's stupid. You have the 10th pick in the draft. You ultimately you're in position to get whatever you want. Whatever you want. Because I think the top 3, 4, or 4 picks are going to be quarterbacks. Penei Sewell, he more than likely will go to the Bengals. The Bengals will be stupid not to pick him. Because of the simple fact that they need offensive linemen to help them with Joe Burrow, to keep Joe Burrow up. But we'll see what happens there. Now, all these quarterback needy teams, those guys are going to be off the board. So it's almost going to get to the point where when you get to 10, the Cowboys can probably get Surtain. They can probably get J.C. Horn. Caleb Farley, even though they said he's cleared, I still don't trust that back as a first-round pick. I would actually rather a guy like Surtain, because Surtain is a guy that plays better in zone. We know that in this defense that we have with Dan Quinn, everybody wants to play for Dan Quinn. And I hear fans always talking about, oh, y'all praise Dan Quinn like he's great in this. Nobody said that he was great, but understand what these players are like. These players love him, right? These players want to play for Dan Quinn. That's why Kazee and Keanu Neal came to the Cowboys on a very short deal, small money deals, because they want to play for him. And if they play well, they might get another contract for the Dallas Cowboys and end up staying there long term. But that's what these one-year deals are about, because we know the salary cap is going to go up next year once this TV deal goes up. So things are going to look much different in the NFL next year and going forward. So as far as the draft goes, we sit here and we talk about all day about the 10th pick, but it really doesn't matter. The Cowboys can't lose there, because whoever you pick is going to be somebody that could potentially be a day one starter, whether it's Rashawn Slater, whether it's Surtain. Surtain fits more perfect than J.C. Horn because he's better at zone defense. We know that Dan Quinn runs more of we're going to be in zone more than we are man coverage. I think that was the reason why certain guys that we got, like Morris Claiborne, we got him in the draft. He was more of a man type of guy. He was a man up type of corner. But when we played all the zone under Marinelli, that's how that particular 4-3 scheme works in the back end. It's a lot of zone defense. So with that being said, if you're a guy that doesn't play zone very well, it's not going to be conducive to the way that you play. So I think that getting the right player to match the scheme and what we're doing here. And I know that they always talk about the scheme matches the player. Yes, to a certain extent. But if you're already running a certain thing in your system and everybody's already like that and you get a draft pick, that guy still got to fit what you're doing. So that's the thing that makes sense. And Surtain fits that. Now, we talked about Kyle Pitts. Everybody wants Kyle Pitts. Everybody likes Kyle Pitts. He is a generational tight end. And those of these idiot Cowboy fans, and I'll say it because I done heard some outrageous landish shit from our fan base that's just ridiculous. Like, what are you talking about? Like do you even know how football works? Like, I'm sorry, that's saying that phrase got me in trouble before, but you know what I'm talking about when I say that. I'm sorry. That was an inside joke, but y'all, those of you that have been following know what I meant when I said that. But yeah, so when you look at that, it's like, okay, if you get Kyle Pitts, right, they act like we don't have 9 other picks after that. Like, everything is not just good in the first round. Tom Brady was a 6th round pick. Cam Chancellor and I think Earl Thomas, they were like, well, I know Cam Chancellor was like, he's a 3rd round pick or a 5th round pick. He's either 3rd or 5th round pick, but you got talent in later rounds. Russell Wilson, 3rd round pick. So I'm just saying, like, you look at, there's talent all across the board. You just got to find it, and it's got to be perfect for what you're running and the type of coaches that you have on your roster. So you have to match player for coach, player for scheme, and coach for scheme, and what you have as far as your personnel as a whole. It all has to work as one for it to work. That's why things sucked last year with Nolan. I guarantee you guys, and I've been talking about this, even if we go with what we have right now and maybe get some draft picks on defense, we'll be a middle road pack if we could just stop the run. I've heard people try to tell me up and down that this Brent Urban guy is trash. Well, ask the Bears fans what they think about Urban. They're actually mad that he's gone because he is a good run stuffer. I don't really look into a lot of Pro Football Focus's stats and stuff like that, but stat-wise, he's rated like the 3rd best run stuffer in the league. Now, that as an underrated player, but because he's a rotational guy, people don't see much of him. But in the Dallas Cowboys scheme, him being a rotational guy with Antoine Woods and stuff like that, if you keep him fresh, he would definitely be a good run stuffer for the Dallas Cowboys. I believe that. And that's me doing my research. So, and I know everybody's entitled to their opinion and everything. I get it. But let's just do your research and be smart about it. Don't just say a guy stinks just because you don't know who he is. Just because you don't know who the hell he is doesn't mean that he's not going to be good for whatever team he's playing for. Because you ask a Bears fan, they like the Urban kid. I think that he's probably going to be one of the underrated free agent signings that we got this offseason, to be honest with you. So that's just how I feel. We're probably going to be talking about Aldon Smith tonight. Heard about the news about him being wanted in Louisiana for assault battery or whatever. So I feel for him. I hope he gets his life together, but that was the reason why the Dallas Cowboys didn't re-sign Aldon Smith. They knew what was coming down the pipe, and that was what it was. Those of you that have subscribed to the channel already, appreciate you guys. Those of you that are watching this video, make sure you just take time out just to like the video, hit the subscribe button so you can get this content from your boy. And check out Skywalker, still will be on the channel this evening. It's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Talk to y'all soon.